Hi, welcome to Sundown Rundown. I'm Paul Profit. We are a business pitch event series. We have chapters in Columbus, New Albany, Akron, Canton, and Mansfield, where we try to connect entrepreneurs up with investors, mentors, and talent to help them take their idea to the next step. What you're going to see here tonight are a couple businesses pitching their idea in front of that type of audience and getting feedback on their idea to help them be able to take that next step forward. So at Sundown Rundown, we like to say we're industry agnostic. We'll listen to any type of company and any type of industry. We've had some pretty cool successes previously. From our Mansfield chapter, we had a company called InfoGPS actually raise a round of angel venture capital in the neighborhood of $175,000 from connections that they made at an event. We've had companies that have pitched here, gotten feedback, and been able to get into accelerators and take first and third place in this last year's business plan competition at the Ohio State University Fisher College of Business. Being that we're industry agnostic here at Sundown Rundown, we see a wide variety of people coming in and pitching their ideas. Everything from the high school student who is recently moving into college, since we are kind of primarily based here in Columbus and getting a lot of Ohio State students coming down to pitch their ideas, to even people that are seasoned veterans in the startup space that have maybe moved on to their corporate job and are starting up their own company and trying to get feedback on what to do next. And even those serial entrepreneurs that are on 1, 2, or 3 companies down the line there. Pitching here at Sundown Rundown, we try to take event spaces that kind of take the seriousness off of pitching the event. We want to have entrepreneurs be very comfortable in sharing their ideas, getting feedback. We definitely don't want to have a Shark Tank here. We want to have what we like to call kind of a manatee petting zoo. So it's much more comfortable for entrepreneurs to share ideas, get their feedback, and be able to really not be in a threatening environment. Great. And what better place than that is than in a bar and have a few drinks. For the pitching here at Sundown Rundown, it's really pretty much free form. We do have a template of kind of 5 slides that people go through, really looking at the market problem, what their solution is to that problem, how they are going to make money fixing that problem, why customers care about it, and then they're going to be making an ask of the audience. And that ask of the audience could be anywhere from a investment of capital dollars into their venture, or just trying to find a mentor, or trying to connect with that first customer, or really just trying to get even beta users for a new software, or to get people to try a new mixture of gluten-free flour, or to send referrals their way for their children's clothing line. All sorts of things that can really help them be able to take that next step. And that's really what we're trying to do here. So the format, like I said, very wide open. We give everyone 5 minutes to pitch, and they get 5 minutes of feedback. We like to keep it in that 5-minute realm, because when you make that first impression with an investor, you really only got about 5 minutes to make that happen.
So my name is Austin Munoz, and I'm a student at Yale University. I'm going to be a junior this year. And I'm currently working at Flash Starts, which is a startup accelerator in Cleveland. And that's why I'm in Ohio for the summer. I'm originally from Indiana. There's my contact information. If any of you have any questions after, you can come on and ask me, or call me later. So Insert Coin is basically a new online monetization tool. And it's powered by Google Wallet. And what it does is it allows readers to purchase content online a la carte. So let's say you're reading the Wall Street Journal, and you have an article that says subscribe to see the rest of this article. But you're not ready to make the commitment to subscribe. So what we do is we let you pay for just that one article, 25 cents, 50 cents, some small amount. And that way you convert more people to pay for the articles, even if they're not ready to subscribe just yet. So currently the newspaper industry is dying. In the past 10 years alone, they've seen a 45% decrease in revenue. That's $27 billion that they've lost. And they're really struggling to monetize their content. And they've tried, micropayments have been tried before, but this is different because the implementation on a page is much more simple. And also the payment process is almost instantaneous. Since it's powered through Google Wallet, it takes a matter of seconds. So as I said, we have some of the fastest implementation times available for micropayments. So basically all we do is we give you an HTML snippet, you put it onto any object on a web page that you want to cover, and then our button appears on top of the object, and then they click it, a screen will come up saying confirm your payment, and then after they do that, then they can see whatever you have as your content below. And it takes about 3 seconds. And the nice thing is that you don't have to enter in your credit card information. There are hundreds of millions of people who have Google Wallet accounts, and they are completely unaware of it. So that's where we kind of draw our strength. Our market size is quite large, and it's growing because digital is growing. Right now, consumer magazine total revenue is around $20 billion. And of that, digital revenue makes up $1.2 billion. And newspaper revenue is around $37.6 billion. And their digital revenue is about $4.5 billion. So we're looking at about a $6.7 billion market. Or I'm sorry, 5.7. But I need to emphasize that this can be used on any online publication or any sort of online content. So anything on like Udemy or some like online courses, this could be applied to that as well. Blogs, anything you can pay for online, you can pay for with this. Our current revenue model is that we collect a percentage of all transactions. We have that set at 3%. However, we've started to think about raising that because our competitors charge 15%. So we may raise that. And another thing that we've thought about doing is charging a licensing fee to all publishers that use our tool. Right now, our site is live. The product is ready to go. All we really need is publishers to sign on. And that's part of the reason why we came here, is to hopefully meet with someone who might be able to get us an introduction with a publisher. The real issue that we've had is that, I've called tons of newspapers, tons of magazines, and it's hard to get to the decision maker. And generally, like, our competition isn't what we're worried about. We're worried about the inertia of having their traditional models of subscriptions. And that's really our biggest challenge right now. Okay, that's us, so thank you very much.
So I wanted to ask you all, and I want to hear thoughts. What do you see about that picture that's wrong? Do you see anything that's wrong, or do you think it's just fine? Oh, the picture itself, it just says never forget. Just look at the picture. Does it bother you at all? Does it seem a little weird? Yeah, it seems a little weird, doesn't it? They've got an iPhone in front of where the Twin Towers used to be. It seems almost like a promotional thing. AT&T's CEO had to do a public apology for this the day after it went out. It went viral. It went completely nuts on Twitter. It was retweeted well over 50,000 times. People were absolutely thrashing them on social media. One of the reasons this happens is because social media marketers lack the tools that traditional marketers have. Focus groups, testing ads before they go out, all those things that are done in the old traditional world can't be done in digital marketing. So what marketers do is they put this stuff out on the digital channels and they say, let's see how it works. And if it's not working very good, we're going to shut it down. And in the case that it goes viral, you can't shut it down. It's gone. It's out there. It's in the public domain. So what I like to say is the lack of a pre-publishing process in digital leads to wasted time, wasted money, and lost career aspirations. The guy who was behind this was fired. So Brightler offers a testing platform for digital content. We take the content inside Brightler. We only hold it inside Brightler, and our reviewers look at that content and answer questions about that content, so things like that can be caught before they go out on the platforms themselves. Brightler itself then has a two-sided coin. For our reviewer community, which is anybody out there in the world who wants to go to our website and sign up, we offer them a small reward for doing reviews over time. We're completely mobile friendly. For brands, and you can see some examples that I have up there, but really anybody who's interacting in the digital space from an advertising perspective, we hope to save them time, money, and confusion. Really, at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is take the variability out of digital advertising budgets that comes from experimentation, move that into research budgets, fix it, and lower the cost over time. That's really where our return comes in. So that problem of not being able to do anything but experiment in variable ways on the channels that you intend to put it on later, we're trying to remove that, lower the cost, and take it out of the equation. So our fee structure, this is one of the things, like how do you make money is the big question you always get. Brightler's a B2B business. We are signing up people out there in the world to come to our website and to review content so marketers can get insights. But at the end of the day, we're selling to businesses. We're selling to businesses based on the volume of testing that they need to do and the type of testing that they need to do. Over time, what we hope to do is build our clients into recurring business. So it's a monthly rate based on that volume. It's not based on, okay, I'm going to do 5 tests and then I'm never going to talk to you again. It's build up your reviewer community over time, help us learn, help yourself learn, and keep using it month over month as you move forward with other promotions, other campaigns, and other clients that you have business with. Brightler's market approach, I take a little more of a bottom-up approach rather than a top-down approach on looking at the market. I mean, the digital media advertising market is a $55 billion a year market. It grows at a 20% compound annual rate. It's exploding. Dollars are moving from traditional media into digital media every day. Traditional media grows at more of like a 3% rate. Newspapers, they're losing ad revenue right now. TV ad grows pretty well, but newspapers, print, stuff like that, that's all going away. It's switching into digital. So over time, we believe that if we start small with some of the smaller clients, we can build up to bigger clients and eventually reach that break-even point, that magic point of profitability somewhere between the second and third year of operations. So we're milestone driven. We have a fairly detailed roadmap that sits behind this in terms of how we're going to go through those phases of the company to get to profitability. We've broken it down into 4 phases. We are at the earliest phase right now. We are 4 weeks into live use. We just got started. We're signing up 2,000 reviewers. We should be there by the end of this month. We're pretty strong right now on that front. We've got 2 clients on the business side actively using Brightler to engage that community. And we're onboarding 2 more clients over the course of August and September so that hopefully we wrap up our beta period in October, November, and are really talking about paying clients at that point in time. So how can you help? Well, there's a couple main things I've been telling all of you, but I just moved here from Minneapolis, so I have a pretty strong presence in Minneapolis. Those 2 agencies that I mentioned I'm working with are both from Minneapolis, but being new to Columbus, connections here in the local market are really important for me. Building a presence here is something that's hard to do when you're out on your own, building a company from scratch, especially when you're new to the market. So introductions to agencies and brands would be huge. We also have a specific need where, our team right now is 3 people. Me, I am not a developer. I don't write any code. I am a product guy by trade, a sales guy by trade, and working on fundraising as well. We have a full stack developer, does a great job. We have an artist, does a great job with our branding and some of the website stuff. But when it comes to true UX, we could use a little help there, and we've been looking for somebody who can help us out. We have a couple of connections, but doing something locally here would be interesting to me. Most of all, though, and given this crowd, I know there's a lot of interest, but if you want to go out to Brightler.com and sign up, I'd love to hear feedback. I'd love to hear what you think. We're new, we're brand new. We are more than open to feedback. We love it, especially when it comes to that user experience stuff or just generally how you look at it and think about it once you actually play with it. We are in the middle of signing up reviewers. Every reviewer we sign up costs money, so the fewer we have to pay to sign up, the better.